good minutes. My name is Todd Nelson. I'm one of the pastors at First United Methodist Church of Lexington. And I'll be your host, your guide, your, what's that word? Consigliere. I know it's not something we hear every day, but I love that word. It means advisor, especially to a mob boss. So if the shoe fits, I'm glad that you're here. I'll be your consigliere. Where was I? Oh yes, 6 good minutes. I'll be your host as we search for something good. Good means to be desired or approved of. What in this life is to be desired? What in life can we approve of without reservation? That'll be our focus for these moments. Why 6 minutes? Well, my kids know why 6 minutes. 6 was always my jersey number growing up, so whether I was playing basketball or whatever, baseball or whatever, I always wanted to wear the number 6. And if I couldn't get 6, it was always a multiple of 6. So you know how it goes, 12, 18, so on and so forth. And so I thought, a good 6 minutes, because I know you, and you're welcome. I didn't do a multiple of 6, like 66 good minutes, because I figured that would be pushing the envelope. All right. Let's get down to it. I've got about 4 minutes left, and I'm glad that you're here. I have a multitude of titles. For instance, husband, father, son, brother pastor, Lexitonian, which is not only a great salad, but it's also a title, or just a few of mine. And all of these titles are a result of relationships. They're a result of me being in relationship to someone else. For instance, I can't live in Lexington, or I can't live in Nashville and call myself a Lexitonian. It just doesn't work, right? I don't have the relationship of living in the city. I don't get to call myself a husband without a spouse. Don't say that I'm a brother without a sibling. You get the points, and so forth, and it goes. Jesus, too, had a lot of titles. His Father in heaven called him beloved. I love that title of his. His disciples called him teacher or rabbi in that day. The religious leaders, they called him a threat. Pilate actually called him innocent. While these seem contradictory, aren't we all a bit of a contradictory in some ways? Maybe I'll get to that in another 6 minutes. But it is what Jesus called us that I am fascinated by at this moment. For he called us friend. Friend. A friend is someone you enjoy being around. It is someone who you share the details of your life along with the time in your day. A friend is a peer. Now get this, Jesus is calling us a friend. Friend is a peer, a co-laborer in your struggles, an encourager in your trials, a truth teller in your doubts. Khalil Gibran's poem on friendship says this: your friend is your needs answered. I love that. He goes on to say, your friend is your field which you sow with love and reap with thanksgiving. When your friend speaks their mind, you fear not the no in your own mind, nor do you withhold the yes. And when your friend is silent, get this, when your friend is silent, your heart ceases not to listen to them. For without words in friendship, all thoughts, all desires, all expectations are born and shared with joy that is unacclaimed. Friendship. It's this sharing of life that brings about joy without even the need for words. That's a great definition of friendship. And get this, the creator and sustainer of all the universe looks at you and looks at me not as a project to fix, not as a threat to be neutralized, not as a pupil that needs some help, although all those things may be true of us. Jesus primarily looks upon us, you and me, as someone who is worth sharing his life with. That, my friends, is some good news. Regardless of how long it takes for us to realize it, that Jesus wants to share a life with us. Our greatest title, I believe, is being a friend of Christ. This week at the worship services at the downtown campus of First United Methodist Church, we're going to be exploring the importance of knowing our identity. You know, identity is a really hot topic in our culture, and I think it's an important one too, not for us to just move away from, but to lean into. Who are we points towards whose we are. Our identity is as we'll discover, is not one that we get to make up out of thin air, but rather one that is revealed to us by one who has our best interest at heart, by the one who calls us friend. I hope you have a great rest of the day and enjoy your time as Jesus' friend.